Hi, my name is Amit Desai and welcome to Lightroom Preset Shop. In this video, we are going to show you how to make the most out of the fashion workflow presets. So let's get started. The very first thing that we need to understand is why you need fashion workflow presets and what is the differentiating factor between fashion workflow presets and the ultimate Lightroom workflow preset system. The fashion workflow presets is the ultimate workflow preset system for fashion related stuff. So if you are a fashion photographer or a professional high-end fashion retoucher or a photographer, what you would need is a fashion workflow preset system. Now, does that mean that the ultimate workflow system is not suited for fashion workflows? Absolutely not. The ultimate preset workflow system is an all-in-one preset system, so you can use it for fashion, for weddings, for interiors, for landscapes, and any kind of photography. But the fashion workflow system is completely geared specifically to fashion photographers because what we have here inside of the system is a streamlined workflow process that you can use to create unique, completely distinct and beautifully powerful signature looks that completely wow your models and your clients. So the first thing that we need to understand is how do we go about installing these fashion presets inside Lightroom. The first thing that we do is we minimize Lightroom and we first download the fashion preset zip file that you can purchase from our Lightroom Preset Shop website. We would recommend you download the zip file on your desktop. Once you have the LRPS fashion preset zip file on your desktop, all you need to do is simply double click on this if you're on a Mac, or you need to just right click on the zip file, and from the drop down menu select the option to unzip it if you are on a Windows machine. And once you have unzipped that file, now double click on the LRPS fashion presets folder, and inside this you would be having three files: the plus LRPS fashion presets folder, the local adjustment brush presets folder, and the installation notes. Read this first PDF file. This file is a readme file which you can actually go through to see exactly how we go about installing this preset system inside of Lightroom. So we won't be going through that. You can read this at your discretion, but what we do is we will go to this folder, that is the plus LRPS fashion presets folder, right click on it and copy this entire folder onto our clipboard. Go back to Lightroom. And now if you're on a Mac, go inside of the Lightroom menu, and under the Lightroom menu inside preferences, and if you're on a Windows machine, go to edit, and inside the edit menu you will find the preferences option. Since we are on a Mac, we go here, click on the preferences option, and you will find a lot of different tabs. Right now the presets tab is selected, but in your case it also might be the generals tab. Click on the preset tab, and under the presets tab you will find show Lightroom presets folder. Click on that, and now what Lightroom does is it locates the exact folder inside your system that contains all the presets. So what we do now is we go and locate the develop presets folder inside of this Lightroom's folder. So here is the develop presets folder, and inside this folder we would be pasting the new folder that we just copied onto the clipboard. So all you need to do is come inside develop presets, and inside that we just paste that folder. I would not be doing this here on my machine, and the reason for the same is because we already have that installed onto our machine. Now that you've copied this, let us go back, just close this window. Now minimize Lightroom once again. Click on the LRPS fashion presets folder again as well. Click on local adjustment presets this time around, and now shift click all the presets, or if you're on a Mac, click Command A, or if you're on Windows, click Control A, and by doing that you will be selecting all the presets that are stored inside of the local adjustment presets folder. Right click on the selected presets and choose the copy 65 items. If you're on Windows, you will have an option to copy. Just select that and close this dialog box. Go back into Lightroom, then go to Lightroom Preferences. If you're on a Windows machine, go to Edit, Preferences, and inside Preferences, now that you already have the Presets tab selected, go to Show Lightroom Presets folder. Now go to Local Adjustment Presets inside the Lightroom folder, and inside this folder all you need to do is simply right click and choose the paste option. I will not be doing that because, as you already know, we have all the local adjustment brush presets here on this system. So now that we've done this, simply quit that dialog box, quit this window as well, and just get back into Lightroom, and that's it. Now if you just install the presets, they won't show up. You need to first quit Lightroom. You need to just simply quit Lightroom and then open Lightroom again. And once Lightroom is open, you will find all the fashion workflow presets. Now that Lightroom is open, what you need to do is simply confirm that these presets are right here on your machine. So what we do is we go onto this left hand side panel. Here on the left hand side panel, you will find the presets tab. Just click on this to expand it, and inside this you will find the LRPS fashion presets. Simply click on it. Simply click on this triangle, and all the presets will appear on the left. Now if you want to also cross check and confirm the fact that you have all the brush presets installed, then if you want to see that, these are the three tools that have access to all the brush presets. We have these three tools, that is the adjustment brush, the radial filter, and the graduated filter. So just click on any of this, and in the effects menu, click on the drop down menu, and you will find all these presets that we simply just pasted some time back onto our system. So there you go. So this is how simple it is to install the fashion workflow preset system. You have the develop presets on your left and you have the brush presets on your right. So now we close this, and now let us take each of these images and try to do best what we can using our workflow system. Before we do that, I would like to explain exactly how have we structured this fashion preset workflow system, because once you understand how the whole workflow system is structured, then you can literally create any kind of look by stacking one effect on top of another and completely change the effect, the emotion, and the feel of the image. So let's get started. Now if you see in this fashion presets workflow system, the very first few presets, all these presets from 1 to 20 are all stylizations. These are high-end fashion looks and stylizations that completely change the look of the image. The very first preset is the reset all preset, and even the very last preset in this whole set is the reset all preset. The reason why we've done this is that if you have done a lot of adjustments and you're not happy and you want to start all over, you can either go on top or go to the bottom and simply click on this, and everything will be reset and you can start all over again. So this is why we have the reset all preset at the top. After the reset all preset, we have the stylizations. These are one-click magical presets that completely change the look and the feel of your photos, especially your high-end fashion photos. So these presets from 1 to 20 are all stylization presets. We also have the light leak filters. These are very popular, and some photographers and clients do love light leaks because they do add a little bit of vintagey kind of a look. So if you are into light leaks, then we do have 10 different kinds of light leaks which you can stack on top of these stylizations and create different looks. Then we have different foundation level presets. These are basic foundational presets that you can easily apply to your photos, and they will change your highlights, shadows, exposure, the whites and the blacks in the image, the clarity, the vibrance and saturation, and it will completely balance out the image and make it look a lot better than what it is before. So these are foundation presets, and then what we have are the washes and the fades and the mattes and the punches. These are extremely popular washes and fades and mattes that are very popular with the professional fashion photography community. These presets add a little bit of haze, add a little bit of wash and faded look to your photos to give them that vintagey kind of a look and feel. Now just below these washes and fades, we have lens vignetting presets. The foundation presets do add just a tad bit of lens vignetting to your photos so that it looks a lot more balanced. But if you have a photo which needs more darker edges so as to close the photo and make it look balanced and to give it the selective focus, then we have lens vignetting presets that can give you exactly exactly that kind of a look. Then we have the black and white styles and tones. So what are these black and white tones and styles? The black and white tones are basically different classic looks. So if you want to go for a silver kind of a filmic look, or say banana and strawberry, or say cream tone, or cyanotype, or selenium, or sepia, or pia mocha, these are all different tones that are associated with monochromatic filmic looks. And these styles are basically the exposure and contrast level inside of that particular tone. So if I were to say select, let's say sepia mocha for this photo, and if I make it look a little matte and dull, then I go for this kind of a look, which is the monochrome 3. If I want to make it look bright, then I use this. So these styles stack on your tones to give it that further leeway and freedom to experiment with the exposure and the different settings in your image. And finally, with all these different headings like the washes, the lens vignetting, the black and white styles, the tones, we have reset presets all throughout. Now, what are these reset presets? These are presets that only reset what is being done to this group of presets. So if you add, let's say, a wash, let's say if you add a bright wash to the image and you want to reset that, we just click on that. Only the wash gets removed or resetted from the photo. So I hope the structure and the way this preset system is organized is now clear. So now let's take these 6 images and see what we can do with them. Let's start with image 1, and let's say we add subtle rose brown filter. Now this is an old muted low saturation kind of a high fashion preset. With just one click you are able to give this subtle rose brown effect. And then let's add a foundation preset. So how about say foundation 4, which is a little bit HDR-ish. Now you can see that the photo is slowly and getting better and better with each of these effects that we are stacking one on another. So let's now go for matte kind of a look. So how about say neutral matte 2. Yes, this works beautifully. This is giving it that matte powdery kind of a dreamy look that is so very popular these days. So you go for neutral matte, and then to close this photo even further, how about adding a lens vignetting? So let's go for lens vignetting 1. So now we just used 4 different effects and stacked them one on top of the other, and with just 4 clicks we were able to create a customized look exactly the way we wanted. So here is the before and here is the after. Can you see the kind of transformation this image has gone through? We have clients from all parts of the world using our products, raving about the kind of looks and effects that they can create just by stacking our presets. Once you start using this system, it is going to blow your mind. Now let's go on to image number 2. Let us add a milky lilac preset. Let's try something different. Let's try a light leak as well. So how about light leak 7? This looks like an interesting combination. Let's use that and say how about foundation 3. Yes, that works. And finally let's add some kind of a punch to the photo. So let's use a neutral punch. So there you go. Right from this to something very unique and stylized, we have a complete transformation of this image. So just in 4 clicks we were able to even transform this image completely. Now let's go to image number 3. Let's add a stylization. So how about blue gold ribbon. Let's add a foundation preset as well. Yep, this is working. HDR1 foundation 5 is a good preset. And let us add a dark wash to give it that dark muted tone to the photo. So let's try the matte 1 dark wash. So there you go. We could transform the image from this to this in just 3 clicks. Now let's go to the 4th image. Let's add sun-kissed violets, and let's add a foundation preset. So how about foundation 1? Let's add some matte or a punch effect. So how about this, maybe this, yeah, this works better. So you see, I just simply clicked on this, and all the presets that happen to be a part of the same group override the other presets. So if I click on this, then the previous preset will get overwritten, and if I go back here, the earlier preset will get overwritten. So this is how powerful the whole system is. You can not only stack one on top of the other different presets, but if you were to stack similar presets on top of other, then they will override, and different presets do stack on top of each other. And finally, to finish off this look, let's also give it some kind of additional vignetting. So let's close this photo with lens vignetting 2, and I guess that's it. We are done with this image as well. So that's how simple and how powerful a preset system is. Here's the before and here's the after. Now let's go to image 5, and for this image let's start with, say, a bronze gold fusion. This is a monochromatic fashion look, a very high-end fashion look which is extremely popular. And then let us use a foundation preset. How about this HDR-ish kind of foundation preset? Now let us add a neutral matte kind of a look. So let's go with, say, neutral matte 1. Now let us change the black and white style to change the contrast and the exposure value of the image. So let us go for, say, monochrome 3. This slightly increases the highlights or the brighter areas in the image to give it a little more depth. So the monochrome 3 adds a little bit of exposure and contrast to this beautiful black and white look. And finally, to finish off this image, let us add a little bit of grain. So how about adding cinematic grain? This grain preset makes it look a lot more authentic and a lot more powerful. And now let's go to the final image. And for this image, let us try the subtle bottle green. Just see the difference that it does to the photo. It's muting the greens, it's reducing the greens, reducing the overall saturation. It's creating that more of an army grungy kind of a look. So that's what the stylization does. Now since we are going for more of a grungy look, I would also like to add a foundation preset that is more on the HDR quality. So let's go for, say, this preset, the foundation 8 preset. So this is more grungy, crunchy, more like HDR. Once we have that, let us add a matte to the photo. So how about a neutral matte? Yes, this keeps the grunginess intact, but it also softens and gives it a matte, powdery kind of a buttery look. And now let us close this photo with a lens vignetting, and that's it. So with just a few clicks, 4 clicks to be precise, we went from this to this. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. This preset system is so dynamic and so powerful that you can simply stack different presets one on top of other, add light leaks and different filters and stack them together and create any sort of look that you dream of. So the only thing that is limiting you is just your imagination, and you can create thousands of different unique signature looks and effects just with a few clicks of a button. And these presets will do all the magic for you. So now that you know what we can do with this preset system, let us try and understand what are the unique features or the USP of the best of this fashion workflow system. The very first thing is that these presets are scientifically designed presets. We have the most advanced fashion preset stacking workflow system on the market today, and it is extremely intuitive and user-friendly preset system that you can get your hands on. In fact, even a common man or a lay person, just by reading these presets, will understand exactly what they do, because the naming conventions are such that just the preset itself tells you exactly what it does. So there's no guessing work on your part. All you need to do is understand how this system is organized, what is the structure, and simply stack one on top of another different presets across the entire spectrum of the workflow system and create looks that are custom to your taste and to your client's taste. So you can literally create thousands of unique fashion looks that evoke powerful emotions by stacking presets one on top of another and create your very own signature look. looks. You can get advanced Lightroom local adjustment brush presets, which you can use for creating high-end fashion, beauty, skin and hair retouching. We haven't even yet covered that. We will be doing the Lightroom local adjustment brush presets in detail on a different video, which will give you an idea of how you can use these presets to your heart's content and create even further enhancement to your fashion looks and create any kind of look that you can dream of. This is just scratching the surface, my friends. Finally, before I end this video, I would like to remind you that this system works absolutely great on both JPEGs and RAW files, and it works great on Lightroom 4, Lightroom 5, Lightroom 6 and even Lightroom CC. So if you're on any Lightroom version 4 and above, you are completely covered. And the best thing that you will do by investing in this particular preset system is that you not only get access to all these presets today, but any update that we do to this preset system, you will be getting as a customer today absolutely free. Yes, we have lifetime updates to our fashion workflow preset system. As long as there is no major Lightroom process version update, you are basically covered. All the updates that we do to this preset system are absolutely free for you. You will not be charged a single dollar for these. So that's it, my friends. I truly think that this is the chisel that every photographer would need. This is the best tool that you can get your hands on as a fashion photographer, and trust me, once you have this, you will be completely amazed by the kind of looks that you can create, the kind of effects that you can stack on one on top of the other and create innumerable looks, thousands of different effects. We use these systems in-house in our studio as well, so we can vouch for their efficacy and efficiency because we've used them on hundreds and thousands of images. So that's it for now, friends. I hope you enjoyed this video and you can see the value inherent in this preset system. I look forward to seeing you on the inside, and we will provide you the best support that you can ever get for all your post-production. And we look forward to serving you. Bye for now.